Bechukosai, ideas in the realm of Gematria from the Parshah and Daf Yomi for the Geulah. This is article number 14. In Gematria, the name Rav Nachman was a prominent Amora or sage in the Talmud, has a numerical value of 350. And the word Erechin, the name for monetary valuations for individuals for pledges toward the temple, has a numerical value of 350. But how are they connected to each other? In a very interesting and timely manner, our daily Daf Yomi can show a connection through the number 4. In this week's Parshah, there is a precept that, at least from my own experience, have not heard it talked about in a typical Shabbos morning drasha, which means sermon, and not very much taught about at all, unless one would learn tractate Erechin. The reason for this seems fairly obvious, that the monetary valuations of various individuals in different age groups seems very difficult to understand unless it is understood at the sod level of the Torah, or the inner or secret dimension of the Torah. Why should a female infant be worth 3 silver shekels, and why should a male of 90 years be worth 15? These are in fact the valuations prescribed in the Torah, but what determines those exact numbers? This seems to be a mystery, as there is not very much commentary on the meaning of the valuations that I've seen. Rashi comments a little bit, but no mention of the meaning of the values. This is the law of Erechin. Money valuations of people for pledges to the tabernacle or Mishkan or temple. This is not giving a value of the worth of a human being on the slave market, as Rashi says, but rather a fixed amount for the various prescribed demographics. These are the verses in our Parshah found in Leviticus 27, verses 1 through 7. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when a man expresses a vow, pledging the vow of lives to the Lord, the fixed value of a male shall be as follows. From 20 years old until 60 years old, the value is 50 silver shekels, according to the holy shekel. And if she is a female, the value is 30 shekels. And if the person is from 5 years old until 20 years old, the value of a male shall be 20 shekels, while that of a female shall be 10 shekels. And if the person is from 1 month old until 5 years old, the value of a male shall be 5 silver shekels, while the value of a female shall be 3 silver shekels. And if the person is 60 years old or over, if it is a male, the value shall be 15 shekels, while for a female, it shall be 10 shekels. If you have a color printer to print this out, great. But if not, it should be said that, as you can see above, each of the demographic groups for Erechin listed in the verses of the Torah are precisely 4 age groups, which include both male and female in each age group of valuations. When I noticed that there were exactly 4 groups in the Erechin chart of valuations, I found it to be beyond fascinating because of something that I noticed on Friday's Daf Yomi of Tractate Bav Metzia 93a. On this Daf occurs a Mishnah that teaches one of the most fundamental and well-known concepts and halachos in all of Seder Nezikin. This is the law of the four shomrim, or the four guardians. This is the Mishnah. The Mishnah says that there are four types of baileys, which means guardians, to whom different halachot apply. They are as follows: an unpaid bailey, shomer chinam, who receives no compensation for safeguarding the item, and the borrower, shoel, borrower of an item for his own use. A paid bailey, shomer sachar, who is provided with a salary for watching over an item, and a renter, socher, a bailey who pays a fee for the use of a vessel or animal. The specific halachos of their responsibilities are listed in the Mishnah, but are not germane to bring out the main idea here, which is the number 4. The same number of categories of valuations which occur in this week's Parshah. What really sealed the deal for me was that the Gemara followed. It was the Gemara that followed. The Gemara immediately after the Mishnah asks, who is the Tana who taught this Mishnah about 4 types of baileys? Rav Nachman said that Rabba Bar Avu said is Rabbi Meir. Again, I found it beyond fascinating that the very first name to be mentioned in this Gemara, like right after the Mishnah, is Rav Nachman, because Rav Nachman said it in the name of Rabba Bar Avu and the name of Rabba Bar Avu, that is Rameir. It's fascinating, or beyond fascinating, the first name is Rav Nachman, which we stated earlier has a numerical value of 350. What are the odds that the word Erichin would have a numerical value of no more and no less than, you guessed it, 350. Have a great Shabbos.